What's up, fellas? This is Culex, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to use SQL map on your phone the same as you would on your Linux system or some other type of SQL dump on Microsoft, whatever, OS, whatever you're using. It's actually referencing to what we're going to be doing is injection, and we're going to do SQL injection and an SQL dump. And I'm going to use a real site, so I'm going to use a disclaimer here that anything you do with this is not my responsibility. The site I'm hacking today will be random, and it will be a site, but I'm not going to actually go fully through and obtain the information. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do here is obtain some tools. You're going to need an SQL injector, and I use sqlmapchik. We'll get back to that here in a second. I'm also going to show you in this video how to obtain your dorks, not create your own, but in a sense search for the dorks just through the browser itself. So what we're going to do is first we're going to get us some dorks. Now, as you can see, pull this over here. I'll make sure I ain't got no informations here. Dorks, right? So here are some dorks that I've been working on myself, test wise, just other things, little projects. But today I'm actually not going to use one. We're going to go live and hopefully hit within the first couple seconds. Now this is all going to be based on the dork itself, if it's injectable. I'm going to state this, and now it doesn't necessarily mean it every time, but in the headings, so like let's do this first, so we'll explain that. Let's go cart slash index.php, okay, and the ID we're gonna and you can check different ID vectors. I always like to stay with even numbers for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because of duality in math itself. With numbers, mostly any number you add, chances are you're going to get an even number as the answer, except in oddalities. But maybe that has something to do with it. We're not going to get too deep on that. Now we're going to search our dorks here. As you see, Labo shopping cart ID 47. This is a good one. All right. Like I said, when they got those IDs in the hits, you don't want, like, say, you want to be careful on what you choose as far as your links. Looks like it'll be alright here. Okay. Link. Alright. Now that we have our links, we're actually going to go check the dork out. So, like I said, now, first of all, you want to use some anonymity program. A lot of people use, like the Tor browser and the Tor Onion. I prefer to either script my own apps or use something that I know, within inside my team, or something, buddies use, something that's been checked out. You gotta be real careful with apps these days. APKs are being compromised to the point where the viruses or the backdoors, the payloads that are being installed in them are not very easy to, catch. Now, as you can see, we're connected. And this right here is an app that I kind of added some scripts to, as far as my relays and all that stuff. You're just getting basic setup with when you go download a program, like the Tor Onion, and run it. There's a lot more to it. Exit node, you can actually be a relay, you can do a lot of different stuff, but most people just hit the button and think they're safe, and then they lose their IP table structure, and next thing you know, they think they're anonymous, but at the same time they're getting backleaks off of maybe, a lot of people's using that IPv6 today. We're going to get to the real stuff here. Alright, now that we're anonymous, I'll jump off on you sometimes, sorry. Let's do the hack. Now, we are going to start a scan. Now, I've done pre-configured, let's go back. I done pre-configured a lot of settings here. You can run this basic, but there is advanced methods to SQL injection. As you can see here, you got a lot of different things you can choose from in there. Just like, you know, it's the same command lines as on the Linux versions. No difference. We're going to clear this out here. Now we're going to paste in our link. And as you can see, ready to roll. Okay. Aha. No, we're not. Don't follow the redirects. Most of the time they're just a security feature for the site itself. And what that'll do is it'll redirect you out to where the scan will be done on just a PHP, not the ID itself. The IDs are references to the tag or the cookie drop in the system, to where somebody has either done a sale. Even with sometimes with those dorks, you can like go into them and it might see somebody's checkout and it might put an item in the cart, but you have no account. You know, inside the coding, inside the PHP, the HTML code itself, there's, you know, you could just be amazed that you could change one little number in a structure of a key, token, an auth token, and it could allow you to a live transaction at the moment. And, you know, with a GPS spoof on top of that, and the way phones are, you'll just think you're that person, and you'll just go right into their login session, to where, like, say they hit keep me logged in or something like that. ID does not appear to be dynamic. All right, this test shows the perimeter ID might not be injectable. All right, now I'm going to show you a working one with the link I've been working on already, if this one doesn't go through. But I just want you to get the base of this, and I don't want you to get discouraged if you don't get a hit. You can go in there and fine-tune the injection method. You're not going to be able to hack eBay or, you know, high sites with the higher SSL securities and stuff. That would have to be done in an instance with inside the scripts themselves. You would have to, you know, somehow get into the system, which I'll show that in other videos. That has to do a lot with your dev consoles and programs like, you know, let's see here, Web Scarab, what is it, Zap, OSWAP. They have a good program on Linux. I like to do it through the dev tools on the actual browsers, with a, you know, a back-end shell maybe running the injection methods, the queries, or create your own clients for that, or Java, the actual Python. Python is really good programs for that. Now, as you can see, I should have amped up the threads on there too for scanning, and we're going real slow. Yeah. We're gonna let this scan through though. If you're just watching the video, you could probably fast forward a little bit to where you see the scan is over. I'm actually gonna wait this through. I'm not gonna go through all the fancy pause and I'm back now and all that shit. I want you to see this is all validated 100% ethical hacking. A lot of people misguide you on these videos. They show you something that's been altered or tampered to their value to look like they're something they're not. You know, this is you know, technically the word hacker isn't what it is anyway. You know, it comes from hacking on a keyboard. It was an MIT thing back in the day, I guess. The true words for people like us, I guess, would be manipulators, exploiters. You know? A lot of people find bugs and exploits every day and just don't realize in their mind, wait, this is something I can do, you know. And today a lot of it is social engineering. The old school methods nobody sticks to anymore. Okay. And I'm gonna probably say that this one is not injectable. Now every now and then it'll pick up something down here in the SQL. See right here, my SQL. What you're wanting is there is the you know, a standard to what, as far as what people are running, as far as Apaches, Firebinds, you know, different system bases. That's what it's scanning pretty much. It's deep scanning here. Actually, I think my level and my risk are set to maybe, it might be default on this, I'm not sure. But you can amp up your risk and your level. As far as level would referring to, you know, why that's doing that. We'll go here to another app. I'll keep y'all busy here. The level And severity of a hack is referring to, let's go to this show, let's do Coinbase, let's show you something here. Alright, this is a Kaira, I believe, or something like that. I'm just going to call it Kaira, the pen tester. And this actually does inside header scans and shit like that. Shows you the exploits. It says this seems to indicate useful information. So it will show you header values here that you can use within inside Coinbase's system. Cookies. This does have some good information. I must have not double looked at that well. Okay, severity. That means, you know, a level on this would be like a 1 risk, 1, 2 maybe. And when you get these higher risk securities, then you would need to amp it up a little bit. So, and this is just telling you the response, you know, like what you can get on the directories of that. See? Sale, reports, press, orders. This helps with dorks too. And this is what you would do to create your own dorks. You have to scan, crawl the system with preferences to look at these directories and .php, you know, an ID call, and so forth. Okay, enough of this. This actually shows, I'll show you this. It shows you your Google hack databases directory. This one, you put the URL in, and it'll tell you, you know, it's a good pen testing, auto pen tester for you there. Okay, there's the union. Now you usually can hit right there. Sometimes you'll say, oh wait, I missed it up here on the ID call, but you know the ID is injectable here, and you're just going to hit it. You usually hit within this. Scan's about done. As you can see, I did a pretty good scan. Not too shabby, but I'm actually going to show you one I know that's working. I'm actually working on it now. On the, what I do on here, see, I use the phone if I'm out and about, you know, I come across something or a door. You know, I don't do a lot of my base SQL scanning on here, but for people that aren't fairly familiar with Linux systems that operate their phone every day and have, you know, got a rooted phone and learned a few tricks or whatever, this does require root. And I'm gonna show a video on how to root your phone without a program or a computer. It's basically tricking the system. You know, download your terminal, trick the system, and there you go. What you would do is you're wanting to gain either a child root to the home directory. You want to get your root changed over to the storage directory you're in. Once you get root authority there, then you can therefore CD back to the root system and open it up inside the scripts there, and then change it and actually child root back to the root system and be rooted. That's all the king root does, is goes in and templates the system and doesn't follow through with the SU installation. But in order to do that, you'll need to get a version of the SU. Well, this is a whole nother video in it. You need to get the SU version. I'm just trying to buy some time from the chain fires, get good packages, zips on there, and actually take those files out for your processor type and manually extract them and install them into the system bin. Or not the system bin, but the system SU file. And then you go into your bin and manually, you can go get the man pages and get the APT calls, the APT files that are always in your bin file on Linux, and manually install them too. And you're going to get a more full Busybox that way too. You actually get APT call and all that shit. You can adjust a few more things, and you know, you got a Linux system, just not the GUI of the Android and Linux backend, which Android is Linux backend anyway. So yeah, we're doing a real slow scan. Next time I'm gonna amp it up. I know this one ain't gonna hit, so you know, I'm not gonna waste y'all's time here. So let me go here. Let's get one we know is hitting, so I can show you the success. All right, right here. Shit. I don't want to do that. I want. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. Now, anyway. Copy. Back over here. Start a scan. URL. Clear it. I was having this problem the other night. It's gonna make me manually type this motherfucker. Alright, what do we got here? Tickets to the city.com, venue PHP. Tickets to the city.com. HTTP. PHP tickets, sorry, to the city.com/bin. I don't know if it was .com. Let's check that. PHP. Alright, and I'm gonna do ID. Well, we know what's in this area. We'll get it worked out here. See what we got wrong. Alright, bye. Okay. Org ID 147. Org ID 147. Org ID 147. Org right here. 147. Probably thought I forgot, didn't you? Bye. Now, I'll double check that just to make sure. Org ID 147. Bye. Everything looks good. Alright. Except, tickets to see. Alright, here we go. Run it. Now. Aha. No, we don't want to follow it. And it's going to hit somewhere in here, I know. I'm actually running a scan right now on the computer on this one. Aha. Let's see here. Considerable lagging. Oh yeah, I should have amped up that time 6. I should have run more perimeters. There we go. Automatically extending range. When you see this, you know it's found something. It's telling you now, union's hit, and we're going to extend the range because we know somewhere in here there is some tables to check. Or columns. Once it finds those, aha, see? Union injectable with 31 columns. And if you've used sql SQL map on Linux, you would understand this right here. The only thing I do not like about the phone version is the dump verbose will show you no info. It just shows you that it's grabbing the information. Now, however it is handy, it does show you how much information it's grabbing too. So here in a minute we're going to be prompted. See, do you want to try random integers? Yes, we do. Now what this is going to do is try random numbers within a table structure in order to get this. It's saying I couldn't notice anything between 1 and 20 or 22 and 40. Let me try some random calculations and I'll come back to you. Back in the day, this was all done through the dev tools pretty much, man, before, and you would have to do all these little queries manually. Unless you made your own scripts, auto scripts, shell scripts, right? Do you want to keep testing? Yes, we do. And as you can see, there we go. We have queries. It's going to check the rest of them. Now, see? Info, tried. Now, this will be auto dumped to whatever file. It's not like Linux. You don't have to retype in, you know, my SQL map space -u space the header space dash dbs space dash dump. It does it all for you, and right now it's dumping it to I ain't gonna be able to go up far in the thing there, but yeah, it says right here, warning, unable to, oh, okay, permission denied, storage, okay, it's a temp, so I got to set it to a temp dump. I didn't want to put it on the system, so I actually got it dumping it to a inside the com files or the data files, and them are synced to a cloud space. Then I have it wiped, but you know, anyway, no sense in sitting here I could let you run this whole scan, and what you're gonna wind up with is all the data. Normally on Linux you'd be seeing what kind of data it is or whatever. Right now it's trying the items to get the column names. Then after that, you know, so forth, so forth. We're not gonna sit here and wait on this directory though. You know, we'll be here for a while, but I will show you the basis of what you're wanting to get out of this, and then inside your files, let's go, wait a second. Let's go up here. Oh yeah, it lets the scroll be forever on here, don't it? Alright, yeah. Where are we dumping that at? So it's going to storage emulated. Adobo. Is what we're looking for. Mudo. Okay. I'm going here. I'm going to go to our SD card now. Anyway, yes we are. Alright. I'm going to find. It's not one of my fast days today, so. Data. Okay. If you see it, yeah. Alright, there it is. That is totally not where it said it's going to be. Storage temporary data SQL map. I missed a big thing there. It's actually zero. I'm just looking for the COM file inside here somewhere. See that? I changed that over now. Oh, it's probably going, okay. Yeah, we're not going to be able to view it now because it's pulling it together, then it puts it into the file. That's what it's doing. I remember I set that parameter for that. Oh no, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we have some we've run here. Logs, there we go. Okay, we're in here now. Okay, and as you can see, this should be, when you hit good, it'll be more full. Base. Let's go back here. Sorry, fellas, here. Having a little issue in text. I didn't let them run all the way through on here yet. Anyway, well, this will be full of the passwords and all that stuff. You might be prompted. You're going to be prompted later on in here. We might have sat around bullshit long enough now. There's a lot to this one. I'm actually scanning this one on the computer. I might do a follow-up video. Actually, I will do a follow-up video to show you the data and exactly what this is like. But that's the base of what you're on. You are right now injecting the SQL. You are dumping. You're doing an SQL dump, and you will have the data. Now it might prompt you to use hashes on the password, just like in Linux, so forth, so forth. If you are new, and I'm going to say this, if you are new to using SQL injection method, or if you're just new to hacking in general, and you don't want to, you know, I would actually suggest you read up a little bit on it, you know, or get a base idea of it on a computer. If you don't have a computer, that's probably what this video is for, is you. And like I said, just, it's all about your dorks, man. It's fishing, man. It's, in a sense, it's just like throwing a line out there and waiting. And what you're hoping to do is obtain this information. Now, there is ways, once you have this information, but you're going to get admin panels, anything, credit card, you're going to get all that. If it's there, you're going to get it. Now this is a hack bar. This is kind of like what I was talking about with the you know, dev tools. This right here allows me to execute queries inside the SQL, just like if if I was the system itself. And that is what you would do with information here. You know, take the admin name and do something like that or whatever. We're going to stop this. We're not going to go all the way through, so we're not hacking technically. We're just, you know, ethnical hacking here. We're just giving you the base idea of how this works. I actually freeze some of these right here. You feel free to test these if you view the video here recently. By the date of it being posted, these are probably still good. These are shop dorks. So I will give y'all a little handout right there. Just let me kind of give you the idea of what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? And these are the ones I know for a fact right now. You know, just, you know, use your imagination right there, you know. But these haven't been, you know, I actually have not scanned them yet. I know they were there. I know they're hitting. That's what I do with the phone. I make sure they're hitting, and then go and do it on the main system. When I do it, you know, just bullshitting around, whatever. Yeah, there you go, man. And I'll do a follow-up. This is the basic understanding of it. You can get these tools, and I recommend the Blackmark app. I am going to put them out there for here. A little shout out to them. Simply go to Google and type download Blackmark APK. It will get you to the link of the Blackmark site. Paid apps are free here. All the Google Store apps are free. Once again, oh yeah, one more time, so you ain't gotta go back. Put the video, we'll put the name up for you here of it. sqlmapchik. I actually couldn't remember the name of it. This is a new tool I've been starting to use. I just did this video for y'all, really. Now, I'm gonna use a computer, but anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Helix, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this.